All right, good morning, guys. And I'm running a little bit late here. This has been a little bit of a crazy week because of everything going on with the house selling and stuff. So I was on the phone and didn't have a chance yet to go through the scan list. See NWGI popping up. They got some type of certification. See Workhorse popping up. What's going on with the SPY this morning? The SPY rebounding after the dump yesterday. Oh yeah, the SPY coming up a little bit. Actually gapped up some, so maybe a positive day here. MYT letter of intent to acquire something. She's got some super resistance at 278, but could get some movement until then. It's already getting a pop up. You see it broke that downtrend right there. No PR on NLS. Although it looks like it may start breaking out here as well, because we got a lot of stuff going on. LUB from yesterday. I don't think that's going to do anything today. ASTC. Good morning, Chad. How's it going today? Let's see. ASTC milestone and screening qualification test. It's opening up right above the 9. Has room up to 250. Nothing there. I don't like the way that looks. CMI seeks FDA emergency. That doesn't mean anything if they're just seeking it. Everybody's seeking whatever. And IMPX, I don't like this stock. Yeah, NWGI. Got the 50-day there. There's quite a bit of resistance ahead of this, though. IBO's selling off. MYT. I like the daily chart on MYT better, but not much better. It just has room up to 275 before it slows down. It's got room to get up there. I just have some resistance at 233. And MIT breaking out, pushing up some more, but I still don't want to touch this yet. I feel like I'm late to the party on it right now. do have a bit of a trend line, it looks like, on NYGI. MIT with a possible double top here. This might pull back now pretty good. I have to see it pull back to 2. See if this downtrend or this trend line holds up. Might look for an entry off of this trend line possibly. I want to give it a minute or two. MIT popping some more. It's just too far off the 9 to try to get in right now. What's up, One Life? Good morning. MIT still pushing up. You can see so far NWGI is holding up this trend line. So if it keeps holding up that trend line, it may look for an entry. But if it cracks, well, it looks like it may crack. Yeah, MIGI cracking, so nothing there at the moment. I like to see this pull back. starting to curl over a little bit. And possibly flagging maybe. But it looks like it's curling over. So it may be done for now. Oops. Let me redo my trend line. My trend line may be a little off. Trying to hold it up in this area. Got a minute and a half on this 5-minute candle. It's still a little sketchy to tell if it's going to hold up or not. It's could very easily turn back around at this point. MYT probably about to push for a new high. Oh, no, it's not got up there yet. Alright, now it's cracking. So nothing there at the moment. I just pushed for a new high. It's getting held up in that area though. Just don't want to get in this late and get in this high up without really having a pullback on the 5-minute chart. We've got 4 green candles in a row, and this is the 5th candle. It's starting to turn red, so it may pull back now finally. Alright, give me just a second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, sorry guys. The asphalt people doing my driveway are here. I didn't know what time they was gonna be here. This is why I went ahead and wanted to do the stream. But why I warned in the beginning I would be in and out because there's a lot going on today, trying to get this place uh, ready to sell and the next property ready to buy. So hopefully there won't be any more interruptions and we can try to find a trade, but I can't promise anything. Like I said, there's a lot going on. ASTC just popped up out of nowhere while I was gone, I see. That was a quick run. That's unfortunate. Missed that. MYT has pulled back. That's what I was saying yesterday. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy and I got things going on. I can't, you know, regular people have stuff that happen. You just gotta deal with it. See, EMI. This has slowly started moving up. Still on a downtrend though. Let's see. MYT selling off some more. Is anybody looking at anything I'm not seeing? How's Workhorse doing? Oh yeah, the SPY coming back up nicely so far today, so how's our map look? Oh yeah, the heat map is green today. So that's a nice thing. We may not be crashing out yet. I got several things popping up just because the SPY is rebounding. Oh, look at here, Kodak getting a pump today. Still got quite a bit of resistance ahead, but we know Kodak can get going if it starts getting a lot of attention. Got a flag on the 1 minute. On Kodak, but so far off the 9, I don't really want to touch it yet. Especially because it's a pumpy stock. Yeah, NWGI selling off hard. I'm just going to take it off the watch list. It's done. It's not going to do anything anytime soon. Kodak's starting to pop up. I was thinking about going there since it broke this little downtrend, but I don't want to go now. Yeah, this looks like this might try to make another leg up. And it's flagging on the 5 minute. It's a bigger upper shadow though on this 5 minute candle, though it may pull back. Trying to give this 5 minute channel, 5 minute candle a chance to close. It's got a minute and a half. And you see, we're kind of getting close to the tip of this triangle, this little flag here. It's trying to build support at 628. There's been buyers coming in there holding it up. Let's see. Okay, maybe there's the bottom of the flag. Looks like it may drop out of this flag. Yeah, it's starting to drop out a little bit. Hop over to ASTC, see what's going on with it right now. ASTC is running into a lot of resistance in this 250, 260 area. You got 3 different indicators there. Starting to pop up though. I'm gonna go and see if we can get through that resistance at all the indicators. If it can't, then it'll just sell off. 230, 220. I'm up a little high though. We'll see if it'll push that 250 area and see what it looks like. And it's starting to push there. Really wanted to try to hold up 240. Let's see, where's that top of that candle at right there? Or 236. If we can hold up 236. It's coming back down. See 240 acting as resistance again. I want to see that break down real soon. We don't want it getting held up at 240. Okay, it did break through there real quick, so that's good. See if this candle can close over 240. We got 6 seconds. Yeah, good close on the 5 minutes, so we may actually test 250 here. Testing 250. See, there's definitely some pressure there. As I said, 250 to 260 is going to be tough resistance. It gets through that, it'll probably make a decent move, but this is going to be really, really tough resistance. I mean, you got 3 different indicators right there, so that's definitely an issue. We'll need quite a bit of buy-in to come in and push it through there. And it's getting rejected there, which is not surprising. But like I said, with not much else going out or much else going on, if the volume comes in, it could push over that. You can see 240 acting as resistance again, so we got to get through that 240 again. Okay, there we go. We don't want 240 acting as resistance. We want it to start being support, and 250 being the areas that it's testing. I don't really like the way it looks on the 1 minute here with this little mess, but we'll see. The 9 is slowly climbing up, getting closer. This is not the best setup. You normally don't want this much resistance ahead of it. But I'm just taking a shot today. You see it break over this current downtrend on the 1 minute. It may pull back. It may pull back down to the 9. Let's see, take that line out. Yeah, so 240 is not holding up as a big deal anymore, so that's good. We went right through 240 that time like it was nothing, so now if we can see 240 start to hold up as support, we can see if it's going to break that 250, 260 area. You can see buyers starting to try to come in at the bid on 240. It may not hold up this time, but they're starting to try to build support there, so that's a good thing. That's what we want to see. Yeah, you can see starting to build support there. And if we're building support there, we want to be testing that 250 area. And it's trying to get up there. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's a little bit distracting for me there. I guess they got the steamroller or whatever out there, and it's shaking my whole house. Or maybe the Bobcat. Not sure what they're using. We got 30 seconds on this candle. We want to see it close over 240 again. See that support build. And it's trying. Yeah, good. We closed right at 240. See, if we do break that area, what's going to be the next area? It's a little resistance at 265. Decent buyers coming in up here to 250. Looks like, oh, we're breaking through 250 right here. $260 is going to be pretty tough. I may lock in some at 260 if it can break through 250. We tested it though. That's a good thing. We popped through it once. Oh, getting a bit of an upper shadow there. Still some selling. Trying to hold it down at 247. So we may end up having a pullback after hitting that 250 area. But 240 is still holding so far. Now 245 starting to act as some support. Got a minute and a half on this 5-minute candle. We want it to close over 240. This one to close over 240 as well. Looks like we're going to start pushing up again though. Well, tried to push up for a second, getting pushed right back down. That's what I was saying. This area is going to be really tough. It's going to take some real buying volume to push through all these indicator resistances. How do you see the time for the candle? Oh, I'm just looking up at my clock at the top of Thinkorswim. Because these are 5-minute candles, so every 5 minutes, you know, it's not going to be an uneven number. You know, like 9 o'clock would be this candle, and then it'll close at 9:05, so then every 5 minutes. So it's 9:24 and 12 seconds right now, so I know there's 40-something seconds left on this candle. Let's see if 255 is acting as some resistance. Like I said, this whole area is going to be resistance. Pretty strong resistance. So yeah, I'm just doing the math in my head of how long. I'm just looking at the clock and time and looking at how many seconds. So like right now, there's 7 seconds left. This is 9:24:55, and then this candle will close. Good close there, above 240. Breaking through 250 again, so we keep testing these areas. That's what we want to see. But we want to get through these areas real soon. A lot of upper shadows on the 1 minute. I mean, you can tell this area is a really strong resistance. So where'd the high hit at? Yeah, the high was 255 as well. And you see we're starting to crack a little bit, so it may be a little bit of a pullback. So we got rejected. Now we wanted the 9 to hold up. Preferably we want 240 to hold up as support again, but it's acting as resistance at the moment again. Cracks below 230, that would be below the 9. I'd probably get out because it could just dump. That could be the end of it since it couldn't break through. But if it can hold up and try to break through again, then it might make the move. We'll see. I see some supports trying to come in at the 9, so as long as that holds up. What's up, Doc Trader? Got a minute and 15 seconds left on this candle. I want to see buying start to come in and push this back up. If it starts dropping below 232, then it's probably going to sell off. There we go, starting to see a little pushback. Trying to think if I want to put a stop loss in right under those two bottoms of those candles at the 1 minute there. $30 seconds on this candle. If it closes back over 240, we're super good. But I don't think it's going to do that. See, 240 still holding up as resistance. We need that to break back down. There it goes. There we go. I'm starting to build support again at 240. So we're still in this. $240 cracking. What I'm looking for is we've got, you know, this kind of these stairs up. It's a madhouse here right now. Oh, that's very distracting. That's freaking my dog out. It's chaos. Chaos. Hopefully that's not too loud on you guys. Hopefully the mic's not picking it up that much. I have a feeling it is, but I don't know for sure. I can't tell right now. Okay. So we're either gonna dump here. See, there is some support trying to hold up that 230 area where the 9 is at. If it cracks through that, it probably is gonna dump. $232. Oh yeah, we're starting to pull back a little here on this candle. I don't want to hold this much longer. We're seeing buyers come in right here. They got taken out pretty quick though. Still trying to hold it up. So where's the bottom of this candle? 227. So I think I'm probably gonna put a stop loss. Ooh, I may have to get out of this if this keeps dumping right here. Yeah, I think I'm about to get out. So about to put a stop loss at 226. Ooh, it came close to right there. See 230 acting as resistance again there. $226, yeah. I'm gonna put a stop loss at 224. If it drops any lower than that, then it's not gonna do anything else. So yeah, I'm gonna put that stop loss in there. We'll see what happens. My entry was a little high on this too, so I could leave it. I could put the stop loss under 220, but that'd be too much to risk on this. You can see on the 1 minute there, this should be a new pivot point. If we're going to go back up and test 250, then this should be the pivot point where it starts heading back up. So if it drops below that, then I'm getting out. Because if not, then it's really going to keep selling off on the downtrend there. See, testing that 226 area again. That area is trying to hold up, but on the 1 minute, it did dip below just a little. Oh, it's about to dump. If 225 doesn't hold up, then that's it. And I'll be stopped out if 225 doesn't hold up. Which is fine, because I don't, like I said, I don't want to risk much more. Just got 4 minutes on this candle. looks like it's gonna crack. Yeah. Yeah, I got stopped out there. So that 250 area was too much. So looking pretty ugly there. Anything else going? How's Kodak doing? Nothing there right now. IT, nothing there. Yeah, see, there's nothing. Let's see, Tops. What are you doing? This is a shipper. Just getting some shipper attention. Looks pretty barcodey on the 1 minute though. See how that's K popping up some. My GI sold off. Yeah, I don't see much else going on. Well, BYSI just got to pop up. Kind of missed too much of that though. I don't know. I may end up getting back on ASTC if it can hold up 225 again. Or if it can hold up there and break this downtrend that it's on, because there's not really anything else going on. I may have got stopped out because of my bad entry. We'll see. Let's see if this keeps going or not. Let's see if it turns around. Well, I may not make a trade at all. So we are kind of curling pretty hard. LUB, what is it doing today? I'll slowly climbing. Put on the watch list for now, but a little bit of volume. But remember, they're most likely delisting and all that, so it's more of a sketchy play than I would like. Yesterday it was a good little momentum play, but I don't know how much more it's got today. So this could be the start of a possible trend line. Still too early to tell on the STC though. You just see some buying volume come back into it though. There's not really any buying volume on it at the moment. Let me look around and see if there's anything else with potential. There's a lot on that scanner, but well, that's a crazy looking chart there, from $1.50 all the way up to 321 with barely any buying volume on it, so that's nonsense there. TWI. SPY still rebounding, we're just not getting much. Kodak selling off. ASTC still coming down, so nothing there. If MYT could get back over 2, yeah, if it could get back over 2, I might would look for an entry there possibly. Because it doesn't have a ton of resistance up to 250. It's going to have at 235 there, but if it could get over 2, it possibly could be a play if volume starts coming back in. Kind of light on volume at the moment. But MYT can rip when it gets good volume. Mara popping up, so Bitcoin must be popping up right now. What is this? This looks like an IPO. Doesn't have any PR, but definitely popping up today so far. Looks like it IPO'd a month ago and didn't really do anything, but it is starting to pop. Above all indicators. Let's see, 140. If it could come back down to 145, 140, I might look for an entry, but this may just start ripping here. But 140 would be probably pretty good support, because that was the high the day it IPO'd. This is a perfect little U-shape on the daily up here. This is interesting. And this is pretty low float too. Just now starting to get volume. See, I'm gonna take some of this stuff off up here. It's not doing anything. Okay. Workhorse really ain't doing anything either. What's up, Patrick? How's it going? So they had a private placement. So I got that downtrend there. That's got to break. Well, not so far. I took a $17 loss on ASTC. I'm looking for another trade, but I haven't really seen anything yet. Except maybe KTRA possibly. Yeah, MIT still not able to break that downtrend, so it's probably not going to do anything. So I'm starting to draw this line right here to see if this is going to be a possible flag. There's not a ton of volume on this. Which is interesting. Because it did just get a nice pop up. It was a 15-cent move on that one candle. So somebody's eyeballs are on it. Dog's losing his mind. See, ASTC curling, making a curl here. Still not dropped below 220. If that keeps holding up and it starts climbing back up, there may be something there again. You can see it's trying to hold up that pre-market support. Yeah, even all the way back, that's actually pretty strong support. I didn't see that earlier. I might have held this a little bit longer. Maybe something. Maybe still a possible play on this. Bunch of resistance at 230. I'm gonna give it a second. I don't want to get back in quite yet. $222. I don't know. I could get in there now with a tight stop loss. See if it is gonna push back up. I'm gonna go again on this. I'm gonna put a stop loss right under that strong support there. And let's see if his U shapes back up to that 250 area. If it does, I can at least make my loss back. And then I can see if it's going to test again. But this is pretty strong support. It held up through there. At 229, the bottom's at 222. Let's see. Yeah, 222. I'm actually going to move my stop loss up a little bit higher. Now it could easily still sell off. We still have a downtrend. I'm just going because of the strong support. Because if the entry getting the entry this close to support, if it cracks, it cracks. You know, I'll take a little bit more of a loss, but not too bad of a loss on this because it's only. See, I'm at 229, 219. So yeah, it's about 10 cent stop loss. I may shrink it if it looks ugly. Well, no, I'm just gonna leave that stop loss there. I'll risk 10 cents on this again. 10 cents a share at this support line. It's getting held up though. That downtrend. We don't want to see this downtrend break real soon though. What I'm looking for is we had this little sell-off. It's curling, and we won't see it keep curling up. Because the next resistance is at 240 area where it was at earlier. And then the only other resistance would be at 255, 250 area. So, I mean, there's still, from this support area, you know, there's still like 20 cents possible here to get. So it's a 2-to-1 setup. Risking 10 cents to try to at least make 20 cents. But we do want to see it break over this downtrend soon and get back over the 9. That shows some good strength. How's that KTRA doing? Let's see. I could go either way. We sit on the 1 minute where those candles are hidden, so that's definitely the downtrend. Needs to break that soon. That would probably be a safer entry waiting for the confirmation of this break of this downtrend. But SPY is almost up to 340. Or was it? It was just right at the 340 there. I think it'll eventually happen. I think that at some point we'll switch over to clean energy. I have no idea when. I know the fracking has helped the economy some, but you know, it's kind of hard to say. It's hard to say when those type of changes can happen or not. If it cracks here, then this is definitely going to be it on this stock. If it doesn't hold up this support, see, it came right back down to it after getting rejected on the downtrend on the 1 minute. So it needs to stay above that. It needs to stay above that 220, 223 area. And you can see there's some support there, some buyers on the level 2, 1,800 shares. But if it dumps out there, then this stock is done for the day for sure. Looks like it's gonna dump. Yep. Stop loss hadn't got hit yet. I have it at 219. But it's not looking pretty. That's why I was saying it's probably the safest entry is wait for this downtrend to break. Because while it's under the downtrend, it can still sell off like it's doing now. This is kind of the last chance for this support to hold up and it turn around. But this candle is not a good looking 5-minute candle. We wanted to keep curling up like that and it's not doing it, so most likely this is going to dump. That's crooked. Alright, so there's the downtrend on KTRA. You can see this is actually a flag on KTRA. Kodak coming up to the downtrend right now. Kodak might come back alive. ASTC needs to get back over 225 here soon. Or this dump is definitely coming. Kodak popping up. My dog is freaking out. He does not like it. It's alright. He's going to doggy daycare here in a little while, so he's not going to have to deal with it all day. He can go play with his little doggy friends. You see, it keeps testing this 220. There's some buyers there. I mean, we lost some volume though. At this point, I really do think this is probably about to crack. I'm probably going to eat another loss on this, but at least it's not that bad of a loss. Yep. Alright, so 2 losses today. Not on the same stock. Same stock got me twice. It's kind of weird on the 1 minute look at on the 1 minute. So alright guys, we give the stream about 5-10 more minutes here. If anybody has any questions, suggestions, or ideas, go ahead and get those in. And then I'm gonna call it a day and take the pupper to the doggy daycare. It's really becoming a weird flag on KTRA. So now there's the downtrend on Kodak. We didn't have anything to connect us to earlier, so I was just kind of guessing, and I was real close, but there's the downtrend. So it's got to break over 615 basically before it can start moving again. A little bit of buying volume in there at the moment, but not a lot. VUZI popping up out of nowhere. TOPS still getting some attention. See what Seva doing. Seva has not much volume on it though. Still kind of a quiet, still pretty quiet in the small cap world. 2 days in this week and we've not really had any runners. Of course, last week we really didn't have very many runners either. The setups just are not the greatest setups either. We'll see what the rest of the week brings. I'll probably be more cautious the rest of the week. If there's not any really good setups, I'll just stay out of them because I keep taking losses on these fake out breakouts and these setups with little resistance ahead. They're just not doing anything, so we gotta look for setups that are just undeniably good. And if it means not making a trade, it means we gotta not make a trade. You gotta sit on your hands, but you can't keep doing the same thing over and over again expecting the same results. That is insanity. So the next 2 days, if there's not a good setup, like a very, very good setup with little resistance ahead, then gotta stay disciplined. Disciplined and patient and wait. Yeah, I'm just not seeing much else today. Chimera over 2. Let's take that off. I need that there. Like KTRA is kind kind of one of those good setups, because once it broke 140 this high when it IPO'd, then there was no resistance ahead of it. I just saw this too late, but there wasn't a ton of volume in it either, so it wasn't really going to pop up on my scanners until later. Work. I swing sometimes, not very often. The ABCD pattern, I'm not that familiar with it. I'm not really good at spotting it, and I don't really remember all the I don't remember what goes along with it. I mean, it's a triangle right now. That's pretty much all I need to know. It's had a big sell-off though on the daily chart there. 25, yeah, 25 is pretty strong support here. I just never cared to like focus on the ABCD pattern at all, but 25 strong support, so there's your bottom and then your downtrends here, so you got a triangle. Like, I don't need to know the ABCD pattern to look at this and tell there's a triangle. If it breaks over, 25, 40, that's the downtrend. Well, dip and rip, it depends on what they're talking about. What you mean by dip and rip? Because for one, we've not had anything that's ripping. ATCT had a nice little move, but I mean it's $2 to $2.40. It's not the biggest rip. I mean, you could consider this a dip and rip, I guess, because it did dip out of the open, and then it had this big move up. But I mean, all you would look for is you see the volume coming in on this. Although it didn't have any volume in pre-market really, so it might not have shown up on your scanners in pre-market. But there's a downtrend, and you just draw the downtrend line, and as soon as it breaks the downtrend, there's your entry right above $2, and then you get the move up to $2.40. But sometimes they may not rip this hard up. Sometimes they just come up to $2.15. This is some of the similar plays I play. This one didn't show up. Didn't have any volume in pre-market to show up, and that's a hard thing when a stock doesn't have volume in pre-market. You don't really know if it's going to be a good trade or not because you got to have volume. If you don't have volume, then the stock could just do absolutely nothing. So but alright guys, I'm going to call it a day. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully with less interruptions. But you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Until next time.